Hey, popchaser here. Today we have some news about the Tomb Raider event. I just did a video a couple days ago, so now we have more data about the free 5-star Lara Croft character. So I'm going to do a review of this. Also going to review the banner units, the new Explorer Aileen and the Soleil units. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Okay, so let's look at first of all, thanks for all the data miners for the wiki page. They've been doing a great job. They got all the data before the banner comes out tomorrow. Okay, so we already have ratings. I'm surprised. Usually it takes a few days before the rating comes out. So Lara Croft is actually rated 13. It's the same like Beatrix. That is very surprising, right? That's very surprising. And it's actually higher than Arania, which is a 5-star base that you had to pull. Okay, and this Lara Croft is free, and she's better than Core. She's better than Steiner. Okay, she's better than Soleil. Wow, that's amazing. So let's take a look why they think so. Okay, first of all, she's 5-star base free, all right, and you can actually get 2 of her, so we can chain. And she's got a TMR, which is not that great. HP, MP, attack, defense 10%. Luck Explorer, resistant to all elements 7%. Yeah, I wish this is higher, like maybe 20% or something. That would make it really nice. And then 20% to all stats would make it much better. 10% just doesn't cut it anymore. 30% would be best. Okay, the abilities. Now, first of all, you got view info and then increase attack 80% for 3 turns. Not bad. Restore HP MP 20% to 1 ally. Cure poison blah 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 to 1 ally. Okay. Physical damage AoE 7 hits is a chain. Inflict confuse 20%. That's useless. Okay. So physical damage 1.6x. That's pretty weak. Adrenaline, negate 3 physical damage taken for 3 turns to caster. That's pretty good. Okay, cost 28 MP. Increase LB gauge fill rate 100%. Okay, so we need to see if her LB is really good. Unlimited break, Blaze of Glory at maximum is 8x to all enemies. 20 hit. Wow, that's pretty good. And cost 22. It's not bad. 22 crystals. So looks like her most damaging attack is her limit break, so you want to maximize her limit break as much as possible. And physical damage 2x, 7 hit, decrease attack 30%. That's not that great. Okay, but physical damage 2x, 7 hits. Depending on the frame rate, she can be a good help chainer. Okay, automatic pistols, physical damage 2.2x. Paralyzed is useless. Okay, so 6 hit. I don't know why they make it 6 hit instead of 7 hit like the other abilities, and probably frame rate is a little different. And this is supposed to be the big Kahuna ability, 45 MP, but the damage is really low. It's really low. So I think this is a budget, real budget chainer. Actually, I think Zidane is a better chainer. Okay, and Camille will be a better chainer too. Chaining wise, Ash is probably better. Okay, because Ash is non-elemental, and Ash's frame rate is awesome. It's easy to chain. I don't know. So far I'm not impressed. This is a real budget unit. Okay, and then increased physical damage against beasts, birds, humans, insects. Only 25%. It should be at least 50%. Come on, Gumi, don't be so stingy. Physical evasion only 5%. Come on, make it at least 10-20%, right? Resistant to poison and blind. What about those? Are the least useful. Okay. What about paralyzed, stone, and confused? Those are the most important ones. Not these. Okay. Increase LB fill rate 100% though. That's good. Okay. That means you're gonna be able to trigger her LB faster. Increase attack 20% with these. Increase attack 10%, so you have native 30% attack. If you have both throwing weapon or gun, usually probably going to be a gun, but you can use other ones. Increase defense 20%, increase spirit 20%. So these are different weapons. So if you dual wield, you can allow dual wield native, that's good. But if you dual wield, you're probably going to use a combination of gun. You want to mix them up, okay? So you get the maximum. Gun and maybe a spear or axe or sword, okay? And it's hard to kill her. Ignore fatal damage, 60% with HP is about 30%. That's not bad, okay? It'll be a little harder to kill. So her limit break is the best thing to use. The other one just not that great. So she's really a budget unit. You're not going to take her to the big fight, okay? Like Elnath or Chamber Arms, you don't want to take her. You don't want to take her to trials like Marlboro or Wicked Moon. You're gonna get creamed, okay? She is okay for budget, right? If you're a beginner, you haven't played more than 3 months, yeah, this is fine. But I have no idea why they give it 13. She's not as good as Beatrix. She's not better than Arania. She's not even better than Core. I don't know about these ratings. Like Iris, they give it 12. That's BS. Iris is probably just 5 in my opinion. Okay, she's one of the worst units. Steiner is better than Lara Croft. Okay, Steiner breaks more, hits harder, has chaining ability, has finishing ability, can tank. Even though I don't use Steiner, but I will use Steiner before I use Lara Croft, even though we're gonna get 2 of her. Okay, so Lara Croft definitely overrated. She, in my opinion, she's more like a 10. Okay, maybe even less than that, 10 or 11 most, not 13. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the big 5-star unit. Explorer Aileen is 14.5, so she's the top unit for the last 3 weeks. Okay, and she's supposed to be able to chain with Eileen, enhanced Eileen. Okay, so that's awesome. So let's look at Explorer Aileen. It's time limited, so exclusive to global Tomb Raider. So the TMR is pretty awesome. Okay, this is a double hand TMR. So the previous news, Gumi made a mistake. They say it will increase attack when single wielding weapon in both hands. That is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. This is the correct information. Increase HP 20%, increase equipment 50% when single wielding. So it's double hand. Increase accuracy 25%, single wielding. Counter chance 25%. Increase LB gauge 2%. So this is awesome for like double hand units like Cloud, especially because Cloud not only want to increase double hand, you want to use his LB as fast as you can. So you want to do that. You want to give Tomb Raider to Cloud or another finisher unit that has awesome LB, maybe like CG Sakura or someone like that. But CG Sakura, well, actually, let me think about this. Single weapon, no, not for mages. Sorry, it's not going to be for mages. It's for physical. So Cloud, maybe Aang, maybe Yoon, or maybe another. I don't know. Maybe Balthier or Nyx. Okay. So one of those double hand units, and the abilities. Okay. So increase LB field gauge 200% for 5 turns. Physical damage, ignore defense. That's pretty good. It's cheap too. Okay, so you do this, increase your limit gauge. Let's skip over to limit gauge. Point blank impact, 4 hits, 8.5x with ignore defense 50. So that's 17 times. This is one of the most powerful. I don't know. This is more powerful than the Clouds. It's probably on par with Cloud's ability, right? 4 hit, you might be able to chain with another Eileen. Okay. Let's look at Eileen's. Eileen's limit break. It's also 4 hit. Physical damage 4.1 with ignore it, so it's only 8.2. So Explorer Aileen is double, 17 times versus 8 times. Wow. So Explorer Eileen's limit break is super awesome, and then give you killing blow. So you do this and then do killing blow, physical damage 7x with critical hit, so it's a finisher move. And then increase LB gauge again 100%, increase attack 50%. You probably don't need this because why? You're probably gonna have a buffer like Roy or Soleil, so that's 100%, 125%, 120% buff. So, but this 7x is pretty good. Let's go back and look at her other abilities. Underhand trick. Okay, view info. You can debuff defense spirit 50% 3 turns. Debuff attack magic 50% 3 turns. So these two abilities is awesome. It's a breaker. It's one of the best breakers right now because it's 50%, the same like 9S. But it's better than 9S because 9S does attack defense break. That's a weird combination. You want to break the defense, you want to break the attack, okay, separately. So this is better than 9S, okay. So this is pretty awesome. And this one also does damage too, okay. And then these assault rifle, it's a chaining attack 3x 6 hit, increase LB gauge 6 to 12, and then physical fire damage, okay, 2x. It's not bad, it's not great, but increase LB gauge 6 to 12, okay, that's pretty good. All right. And then you can do increase resistance to paralyze for 3 turns. Increase, everything is geared to increasing her limit break because her limit break is just super awesome. Okay, super awesome, right? Only problem here, costs 50 crystals. Wow. Wow. Let's look at this. Let's look at Cloud, right? Cloud is probably one of the best limit breaks and a double hand user, and that's Omni Slash is 10 at, well, Cloud is still better, it's 21 times, okay, and then one enemy 15 hit 21 times damage, so Cloud is still better. But Explore and Cloud's it's only 30 crystals. Explorer Aileen is 50, so, and then let's look at regular Aileen, it's only 16, so you'd be able to do, wow, that you're gonna be able to trigger Eileen's limit break 3 times before you trigger Explorer Aileen. Okay, yeah, more than 3 times. So I don't know why they make it this way. They should make it much lower. Make 30 crystals would be more reasonable. This makes her not very usable, okay, because you cannot build the limit gauge so fast. So probably what you're going to do is you have Aileen, Explorer Aileen, you pair them together, and then use Power Driver finish with Power Driver for Aileen. Now, okay, before you move on to that, let's see. Negate 2 physical damage taken for 3 turns to caster. Chance to counter physical attack 40% for 5 turns. Increase limit gauge, okay? So every ability that Explorer Aileen has is toward building her limit gauge, which is good, okay, because that's her most powerful. So maybe you'll be able to get her limit break every 2-3 turns, okay? It's possible. Increase resistance to petrify for 3 turns, okay? So there was paralyze and petrify, but that's 2 separate abilities, okay? I hope they just combine them together. Increase earth resistance 30%. That's not that good. All right. So the Power Driver finish. This is the most important one because you can chain with Aileen. Physical damage 2.2x with ignore defense 5, so that's 4.4. 7 hit. Increase LB gauge 14 to 18 crystal. That's pretty good. So you do this 2 times, you get 36, 52. So you do this 3 times, you get your limit. Maybe 2 turns because all the other buffs. You probably do power finish 2 times and then you do the limit break, right? So let's look at Aileen. Eileen's Power Driver 2 is 2.5 times, it's 5 times, so it's higher, and then decrease earth resistance 75%. So both of them don't have earth elementals. You gotta equip the earth weapon Okay, Eileen's weapon is best for both Explorer Aileen and Eileen. Okay, you pair them together, chain together, you have Earth imperil 75%. You do this 2 turns. Okay, do mega damage, and then you do the limit break. Boom, and then you get another killing blow after that to increase the limit break 100%. Okay, so that would be the sequence. You do this until you get either you do this or you do one of these other ones like break. Okay, probably just do power driver finish. Just do power driver finish with Eileen. Okay, and you will be able to chain and then build up the limit break gauge. Okay, and then 2 turns later you can do the limit break. Let's look at the passives. You got increased experience 100%. That's nice. Auto recover. MP increased HP 30%. Attack 30% if you get attack spirit, and attack defense if you do these. Spear, most likely you have spear with gun, bow, throwing weapon. Okay, so most likely you would increase attack defense by 30%. You also have 30% here. That's 60%. Okay, so increased by 60%, which is not that great. But you have double hand. If you do double hand, it's 100%. Unfortunately, Eileen is not a double hand user. Eileen does not have that. So you want to chain with Eileen, you cannot be double hand. So it's kind of a, I don't know what Gumi is thinking. They're supposed to have synergy with Eileen, but it doesn't, because this is a double hand unit. Eileen is not. If it's and then you want to chain with her, you cannot do that, because if you build Explorer Aileen to double hand, Eileen is not double hand, it's dual wheel. So you don't get that. Okay, so maybe I don't know what they were thinking. That makes it less attractive. Okay, increased physical evasion. She's still a very good unit. She's 5-star, very nice. Energy rush. You get energy rush, increased LB gauge again. Everything is increasing LB gauge, so we can do her limit break. All right. She also has shock absorption field, increased defense spirit 50%, restore MP 25. That's pretty good. It just, I feel like they don't have true synergy with Eileen. Okay, it's still better to have 2 Eileen together, but you could do this in the 10-man trial. You have Eileen and Explorer Aileen. Okay, they will chain, but you don't get the maximum because Explorer Aileen is best as a double hand build. Okay, so but then to chain with Eileen, you gotta make a dual wheel. This is disappointing. It's disappointing. I don't know yeah, disappointing. It's very expensive. So that makes Explorer Aileen less attractive, in my opinion, for all of us. First of all, double hand build is very difficult to get. I don't have Cloud. I don't have Alfreda. So it's difficult for me to build double hand anyway. So even if I get Eileen, Explorer Aileen, I would just use her as a dual wheel, and hopefully I can get Eileen and then I can chain them. That's about it. But I cannot build her as a double hand. Okay, let's move on to Divine Soleil. Soleil is 4-star base, and Anchor of Goddess is the TMR. HP 15, Spirit 15. Blessing of Light Giver is auto revive 30% for 2 turns. Okay, let's look at that. Unfortunately, this is not a passive. If this is passive, this is great. It's not a passive. It costs 7 MP, and auto revive is only 30%, which is not that good. The auto revive is still gonna die. Okay. Very disappointing. Okay, so that makes this TMR not so attractive. Okay, and let's look at her abilities. Healing, cure to all. She's more of a healer than Soleil. Soleil is a buffer. Divine Soleil is a healer. Okay, and she can heal pretty good and cure everything except petrify. Okay, and she's the first unit that can do magic damage using spirit scaling. Okay, that means her spirit is used as magic. Okay, so because most healers have high spirit, so if she has 700 spirit, it's the same like having 700 magic when she does magic damage. So 2.5, so 3x. Random status elements useless. Okay, when I say useless, because almost, yeah, pretty much every boss is resistant to all status elements. So what's the point? You only use that for arena, but this unit is not for arena. Okay, you're better off using Noctis or Setzer or gosh, Dafina. There's a lot of units that can do status elements. Okay, what's that unit we just had? Yeah. Anyway, so you have revive and then auto revive. That's good, but there's no way to dual cast these. No way. So we already have a lot of units that can do auto revive, but without dual casting. So you have to put a dual cast material on her to make her useful. And actually you cannot, because this is abilities. You cannot dual cast abilities. So that makes this not very useful. Magic damage, increased spirit 200%. That's pretty good. That means her magic damage will be increased a lot. Okay, and then you can enable access to 3 abilities. Mitigate 40% for 2 turns to 1 ally. Heal, restore MP 70. That's pretty good to 1 ally. Symphony evocation, mitigate magic damage. Okay, so you can choose to use one of these. I would say you use this for your either physical or magic tank. Okay, think about it. You put this on your Word of Light or Bosch or someone. Okay, and they will take a lot more damage. Or you put this on Mystique. Okay, Mystique or Child. Wow, now you have a really good magic tank. Okay, and they will restore MP too. That's pretty good ability. So you basically do some damage, increase the spirit for this unit, so you can do more magic damage next 2 turns, and then you will have access to this to give to your tank to make your tank more tanky. And then you can also magic damage 5x using spirit scaling. So if you're not gonna use these 2 abilities, you can use magic damage 5x. You already buff out your spirits. Let's say your spirit's 700, now you're like 900, 1000. Okay, you do 5x magic damage. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so the Dance of Divine is healing. It's kind of like Kuraga. Okay, and then it's also auto heal for 3 turns, and then get access to the same 3 abilities again. Okay, and then you have let's look at the passives. 10%, not that great. Okay, HP, Spirit 10%, MP 20%, decrease chance of being targeted 50%. That's pretty good. Physical evasion 20%. I think that's a little less than Soleil. Soleil, I believe, is 30%. Okay, let's check it out. Soleil is physical evasion 30%. That's after enhancement, of course. This is before enhancement, so that's not bad. Recover MP, so increase MP 15%. So MP is increased by 35%. All right, and then she has resistance to everything. Okay, she's not bad. She's not bad. But it's gonna be difficult. Okay, let's look at the limit break. Increase. Wow, look at this. Increase all stats 124%. Cost 24 crystals for 2 turns to all allies. Okay, it's like Soleil, but it's higher than Soleil, and then remove all debuffs. AOE. That's pretty good. So basically, if you're gonna use Divine Soleil, you want to trigger her limit break as soon as you can. Maybe maybe do one of the dance first. Okay, one of the dances first, and either do healing or do some magic damage, and then next turn you can do that, and then you can buff. The thing is that I don't like these buffs that's only triggered by limit break, because you don't have control over it. I'd rather use Soleil. Takes 2 turns, but you have control. So even though this does more than Soleil, it's still not that useful. So overall, she's a good unit, but she's difficult to use, and probably I don't see myself using her that much, and her TMR is disappointing. Okay, I thought it's passive, so they kind of screwed up. Okay, they could have made Divine Soleil much better. They didn't. So unfortunately, I do not agree that this is a must-have unit. No, Soleil is much better. So 12.5, yet she should be like 11.5. Okay. Yeah, I don't agree with the rating. Explorer Aileen is not better than Eileen. I think Explorer Aileen is maybe a 14. Okay. She should not be better than Eileen. That's okay. If you look at the rating in the rankings, alright, let's look at this. Explorer Aileen 14.5, on par with Freya, Greenlord Sakura, Pyro, Laswell, Roy, Eileen Enhanced. No, I think Eileen Enhanced is better. Okay, I would say Explorer Aileen because her damage is lower, and her best is her limit break, which is hard to do. I don't know. I think she's maybe a little bit less. I would say 14. Okay, she's good. I'm not saying she's not good, but she's really better as a double hand. But then she cannot chain with Eileen. Okay, so and her limit break costs so much. If limit break only costs maybe 30 crystals, and if she can get like buff when she's dual wield as well, like increase attack 100% when dual wielding, yeah, then she will be much better. No, I don't think she's better than Enhanced Eileen. So okay, so what's my recommendation? Well, Lara Croft's free, you're gonna get her anyway. Okay, she's not 13, she's more like 11. Okay, Explorer Aileen, Divine Soleil, Viral Able, not must-have. Okay, so I would say just spend a few tickets. Don't go. I would not even spend more than 10 tickets. Nice to have. I'd rather have 2 Eileens than Explorer Aileen. Okay, so it could be great, but Gumi messed up. Okay, so none of these units are great units. They are nice units. Don't get me wrong, they're nice units. Be happy if you get them, but they're not must-haves. They have major flaws. Okay, so just spend a few tickets if you're free to play, and you know, if you really must have them, then go ahead. If you're a collector, spend whatever you want. But if you're free to play like me, just spend a few tickets, because CG Fina is coming. If not next week, then the following week for sure. Okay, all right. Hope you liked the video, and please subscribe if you like my video. Until next time, peace out.